Hello guys and welcome to Crypto Gems. In today's video we're going to talk about the NFT project Iseamonsters, which is connecting real world health utility with an NFT. As always guys, nothing I say on this channel is financial advice, so always go away and do your own research before investing any of your own money in anything. Without further ado, let's jump into today's video. Okay guys, so looking into the website, which as always is linked down below in the description, so make sure you go and check it out after this video. You can see that we have an NFT collection that's sort of these little, quite cute little monsters. And basically the concept is that you have a monster that's attached to you, and when you're doing real life exercises and things like that, like running, swimming, jogging, etc., you're putting all of this information into your monster and gaining potential rewards through that. Okay, so Iseamonsters is the first health game that bridges real world activities with the metaverse. As you train in the real world, your monster levels up in the metaverse, and you can use those skills to compete against other monsters. While your health data is used to boost your monster's health, you remain 100% the owner of it. I want you to think about things like Strava and stuff like that, what people use as a running app to kind of show each other how far they've been running and use it to motivate themselves to get fit, but not only themselves, but motivating other people. So this is quite a cool concept and something I haven't yet seen in the crypto and NFT world. Okay guys, so jumping over to the pitch deck, we can find out some more information on these Iseamonsters. You can see all the artwork down below, kind of different colors, different features, etc. Obviously varying levels of rarity and various sort of abilities, etc. as well. Generation 0 is the first NFT collection of 8,888 monsters. They are the most powerful creatures from the sea. Each one is unique and they have different attributes and rarity elements, we've just said, and train your monster as you train in the real world to compete in the metaverse with other players. And I mentioned earlier, when you kind of training it and you gaining points, etc., you can then use those points to compete with others and potentially win rewards in the native currency, and therefore you can then use those native tokens to interact with the metaverse. Now in terms of being able to play to earn, there's lots of different ways in which you can do that. You can see here training in the real world, we've already talked about, competing against other monsters. You have a chance of winning competitions. You can build your squad, sort of breeding your monsters to create more and more monsters, and you can earn tokens by winning the competitions. And there's different types of races, such as competitive swimming races with 12 competitive monsters swimming in a race in the metaverse. As you see guys, if you win those races, then you can potentially win some prizes. Also, this is not just an incentive to be able to make money within the metaverse, but something that's kind of cool and different that might incentivize people to be getting fit and healthy in the outside world. By training, etc., you can boost the skills of your monsters, and then this gives them better shots when taking part of competitions, etc. Accessories such as fungible tokens can be obtained by different methods, like discovering them when you train in the real world or buying them directly in decentralized marketplaces. So you can see they've got like hats, sunglasses, vests, etc. And these are all kind of things that you can go and earn for your monster. And here you can see kind of like the game loop or the kind of plan of how it all works. You've got your male monster and your female monster, and then by combining these, obviously you can then sort of breed, and then you've got real world training, metaverse training, swimming competitions, etc., all kind of feeding into one another, giving you benefits. Obviously as well, if you're not training, you actually kind of get points perhaps taken away from you, and to take part in swimming competitions you need to pay in tokens, etc. So in order for kind of the system to work, kind of paying out and in, and obviously depending on your performances, you can kind of be going up in the world. Now this is not just any sort of random idea guys, it's already been created by a healthcare company called Bowhead Health, and Iseamonsters is under the arms of Bowhead Health Company and strongly collaborating with their HQ to bring real life professionals to interact, talk and provide high value orientation in different health disciplines so users can boost their training to the max. Another really cool feature guys, that maybe another really cool feature potentially being able to access some top high-end coaches for fitness, etc., to be able to improve your performances, whether that be swimming, running or whatever it is that you are interested in. And just to narrow down on that, you'll actually be able to access health coaches, fitness coaches, nutritionist coaches and meditation coaches. Guys, all of these kind of things in general can cost quite a lot of money if you're looking to hire these individual people. So actually this could be something that is actually a really interesting and different way of doing something, and I'm really impressed at this idea because obviously I can see real world use cases for stuff like this which is already existing in an online ecosystem, but this makes it far more kind of measurable and kind of exciting and enjoyable at the same time. As you can see guys, it's linking up play to earn gaming with kind of the existing health health apps, some of which you probably recognize here. You've got Calm, Headspace, meditation apps, as well as many others. And then you've kind of got games, and then you've got kind of games, etc. And they're kind of all linking together, which is really, really nice to see. As you can see, guys, looking at these models, there's lots of apps, etc. that are competing for these spaces down here. But in terms of the play to earn real world metaverse experience, Iseamonsters is kind of one of its kind and something that is very interesting, particularly as it's the first entering the space. I'm sure there'll be more to follow if it is successful. Looking down to the roadmap, guys, which is always key to do for NFTs, new crypto, anything like that. Always make sure you're getting into the roadmap, seeing the real use cases of what's going on and making sure that you don't miss any key dates. You can see that in terms of kickoff, we've pretty much got all the way through this so far, and we're now sort of moving into the first NFT character drop is actually happening on the 12th of April, so do not miss out that. As always, guys, links down in the description for this website if you want to come over and get involved in that first character drop. There's also a Discord where you can find out more information, and we'll jump across and take a look at that in a moment. Once you can see there's been like the marketing after the first drop, there's going to be a few kind of final touches coming in, and then you're going to move into the alpha phase, which is where the kind of like the racing games, the tournaments, etc. start to begin. And then as it develops, guys, you're going to see more and more competitions, more and more things happening, and ultimately games being released within land, and ultimately games being released into the metaverse, and you're going to see land, etc. being used up for these kind of projects. So obviously key dates 12th of April, do not miss it for the second monster mint, which you can see is the key part of quarter 2 2022. Really nice to see coming down at the team, guys, that we've got a very transparent team here. All the pictures, all of the individuals, you've got their LinkedIn accounts. You can go and check out these people and make sure they're real and see that this is a legitimate project. There's loads of scams, etc. in NFTs, so always be very careful and cautious about buying projects that are run by teams that are anonymous. Good to see full team here. I've got in and taken a look at some of these guys' LinkedIn. There's some really interesting people here. They've got a huge amount of experience that's been brought together to form this team, and as I've mentioned already, really exciting that you're kind of getting the tech world and the healthcare industry combining in a kind of a first time collaboration of something like this. Okay, so as with any project, it's always crucial to go and check out the social media aspect, because ultimately a successful project will have good social media following, and even if that number seems a bit small in terms of followers, if it's a really passionate community, etc., it can drive a lot of sales and ultimately can help to build the community for the future. So jumping in, looking at the Twitter, we can see 7,500 followers. Moving down through, we can see lots of different animated art, which is pretty cool to see. And as well as that, guys, they've got multiple competitions, etc. For example, here, so there'll be 10 one-of-one NFTs are minted, and the person who mints these one-of-ones will receive $2,222 in Ethereum after holding them for 7 days. So potentially, if you are lucky enough to receive one of those one-of-ones, you can make a good return on your investment. As well as that, you hold the NFT, which is potentially going to be worth more in the future. Being a one-of-one can obviously be more competitive and sought after, etc. Coming down through, guys, there's multiple different giveaways, etc. All you got to do is hit like and retweet on these, and sometimes you can win some giveaways. Jumping across to the Discord, guys, you can look into the sneak peeks and you can see the different kind of artwork that we're seeing here. I actually really like this artwork, very unique, something I haven't really seen before. And obviously this is all about the health industry, so we've got different monsters here like yoga mats, hockey sticks. As well, guys, look through, you can see that the community, how they're interacting, etc. As well as that, guys, clicking on the general chat, you can see that there is lots of action going on here. When you see lots of action, etc. happening within a community, that's always a very good sign in my opinion. Shows that people are passionate and excited about NFT projects, and ultimately that is what makes them successful for the future and gives them longevity as well. So just to recap, guys, Iseamonster is a cute looking monster NFT, but actually has loads and loads of real world utility. It's bridging the gap between technology, NFTs, metaverse stuff with fitness and health industry, which is obviously huge, as I'm sure you're aware. So the opportunity in this space is a really big one, and it hasn't yet been explored by anyone in the past. So this is a really cool and exciting project, definitely worth paying attention to. If you want to come and find out more about the project, make sure you click on the link down below in the description. And guys, if you got any value out of today's video at all, make sure you smash up that like button. As well as that, click on subscribe to be kept up to date with all the latest happening in crypto, the latest NFT projects, and much more. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye bye.